that is going to go through the details of our course and how to find certain things. So let's just go ahead and get started. So first things first, this is going to be a page that you will see often. This is our virtual classroom. And in this, there are a variety of links. I cannot do this because I'm on presentation mode. But if you were to click on me, it would go to our syllabus for the course. That's going to talk about grading, how to contact me, etc., etc. If you look to the left, you see the little S on the laptop. That is Schoology. Schoology is how we are going to be conducting this entire course and all of your courses really for the entire year. I've sent out an email so that you guys can get familiar with Schoology, get to know how to work it, that kind of thing. So if you ever want to, this is going to be on your main page of Schoology, and you can easily click on that button to get to Schoology. Another thing, if you look at the calendar that is on the bookshelf, that calendar will take you to a slideshow that will always have your course, your weekly agenda. So like what we're doing for the week. And if you click on it now, you'll see the first slide will say August 19th through August 21st. And that is for this week. And it's going to have what you need to do. The first thing is look over this Pear deck, which you are doing now. You're doing with me. Another thing is it will take you to a hyperdoc, which will have included links so that you can complete some assignments for this week. You'll need to follow through with that before you do any other assignments. If you look at this little sketch pad that has the protractor and the pencil on top of it, it looks like it's writing on some graph paper. If you click that, that will take you to a website called GeoGebra. GeoGebra is something that we will be using throughout the course, throughout the year. In fact, one of your assignments this week is an introductory lesson to GeoGebra. If you look, you see a familiar YouTube symbol. That YouTube symbol will take you to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel will have all of our course videos. So the content that we're going to be learning, you will get to watch videos on it. And we'll go into that later, but that is going to be the link that you'll follow for that. Then you'll see a little calculator. This doesn't so much apply to you guys, but in my in-class classes, we can no longer share calculators. So I put that on there so that if you ever need an online calculator, you can go straight to that. Now this little help button at the very bottom, that is very, very important. That help button, whenever you need help, if you need to schedule a Zoom meeting with me, because obviously we're virtual and we cannot meet face-to-face, or if for those that are in my face-to-face classes need to meet with me that way. That's how you will schedule appointments with me. Of course, I'm always available via email. You can email me at any time. Granted, if it's after 8 o'clock at night, chances are I'm probably not going to answer. But I will pick it up the next day. If you go 24 hours without hearing back from me, then just email me again. So I'm going to click over to the next slide. I like to bring this up because this is a picture of me in high school. And I just like to show this to remind you guys that I was once your age. And I still very vividly remember being your age and the way that I thought about things and the way that I did things and my entire mentality. But this is just me. And actually, I'm going to go to the next slide because that is my now husband. And I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about me because you're not going to be able to see me face to face. So I want you to get a good mental picture of like who I am. My name is Miss Jones. I went to high school in Cleveland County where I graduated over 10 years ago. So even though I do remember what it's like to be that age, it's been a while. This is my husband, Dylan, also my best friend, aka high school sweetheart. Those are our two beautiful little boys, Lucas who is 3, and Lincoln, who is 1, and he is a Spitfire. Oh, buddy. If you see in the top left of this, that picture are my 3 ultimate best friends. One of them married, one of them is engaged. She's holding up. That was her engagement party. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys a glimpse into my life. I graduated from Auburn. Right now I'm pursuing a master's in instructional technology at JSU. I love to work out. I love to cook. I love to read. And honestly, if there's anything else you want to know about me, I'm pretty much an open book. Let's see. So this is a Pear deck, but you will not be able to respond like you would as though you were in class. But I do want you to think about this question. Like, up until this point, what has your viewpoint been in mathematics? Has it been, oh God, I cannot stand math, I'm just not good with numbers, we always have an interpretation of like what we think we are good at, right? And so I want you to just think about this question. So now I'm going to play a video that I believe, yeah, actually it won't let me play, so while I'm in the presentation mode. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to post this Pear deck, and I'm going to let you go through the slides as if you just wanted to like bounce back and forth from them. And I want you to watch this video about how our math class needs a makeover, and I intend and am trying to gear in this direction. So I just want you to really watch that and notice its importance to me, and it may not be important to you, but I think that it's very valuable. And this, also another question that I would ask if you were in class, and I want you to think about on a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you agree with what he said? Of course, you'll have to go back, you'll have to watch that video to be able to do that. Schoology. So Schoology, it's our platform, it's what we're using. This is our learning management software. So if you ever hear me talk about LMS, that's exactly what this is, Schoology. Honestly, if you liked Blackboard, you're going to love Schoology even more. So much more things that I can put into it. It's easily connected to your Google Drive, which is basically what I'm going to be using and what you're going to be using in this course. Everything is going to be with that. And it's linked with that little S on the laptop, and you'll always have it in your main deck. Okay, this is a true false question, or like a agree, disagree, like along that line. Do you agree or disagree? And it's your intelligence is defined by your ability to score high or low on assessment or test. And I bring this up because I want to talk about it. I showed a video last year to a lot of my students of this guy talking about GPAs and why they are not important. And that's what I want you to know, that like in this course I am less worried about what grade you get. I have to give a grade, obviously. You have to have something on a transcript. But I am less worried about that than I am you exploring and understanding new things that you didn't know about before, or learning how to apply what you learn into a real world circumstance. That's something that we're going to be doing a lot of this year, is we're going to be creating real life scenarios and situations that use geometry. And I think by doing that, you'll be able to see why it's important to learn geometry. And I will say that of all of the maths that I've taken over the course of the years, geometry has been the most applicable to me in my life and what I do on a daily basis. Homework should be for a grade and due on a weekly basis. You're going to like this one. I do not and am not giving homework. To me, homework is very tedious. Grading it is obviously huge. And so in here, you're not going to have homework assignments like on a weekly basis or anything like that. What you will have is you will have tasks. And in order to get a grade or to get any sort of assessment, you'll have to complete the tasks in a given amount. And I'll give you plenty of time to let you know when that's due. Just always be checking the weekly agenda and checking those hyperdocs that I'll send out. Okay, if I do not achieve the score I want on an assessment, I will fail the course. Okay, Here's the thing about assessments that I do want to go over. Your assessments are obviously going to be online. So they're not going to be questions that you can look up on Google. It's not going to be procedure based where you can type in, find x for 2x plus 4 equals 6. You're not going to be able to do that with my assessments. So they are going to be a little bit more difficult because you're going to have to explain your thinking and how you derive to something. So with that said, if you ever get an assessment back that you weren't happy with or didn't achieve what you thought that you could, there is opportunity. That's why that help button is down there. You'll click that help button. You're going to find a time that you're going to meet with me, and we're going to discuss what happened, or meet with me via Zoom, obviously, because we can't in class. But we're going to talk about what may have happened, how you could improve, and there will be the opportunity for retakes. With that said, I'm not going to be allowing like 15 retakes here and there. It's going to be something where you're going to have to show me that you've learned something from the first time you took the assessment to the second time. Okay, Magical World of GeoGebra. Like I said earlier, that little gray tool on the bookshelf that has the protractor and the pencil and looks like the graph paper, that link will take you to the Magical World of GeoGebra. You actually have an assignment this week that you're going to be completing for GeoGebra and turning in, which is going to be counted as a task. So GeoGebra is a software to which you can use. You can make different sketches, you can find distances and lengths and everything else. It's a world of geometry in a software, and it's beautiful, and I love it, and I think you're going to love it. But that link will always be there. If you have time today, I want you to go in there and just play around. Just play with it, do what you want with it, take a few minutes, like create some things. And that's going to be fun. What is a hyperdoc? So this hyperdoc, this link, the word hyperdoc, will actually take you to a real hyperdoc that I created for a lesson. That hyperdoc you're not going to use right now, but it's just a format that I want you to see, because as we go into different units, hyperdocs are going to be what I send out to you to help you assess yourself. So to know if you're doing something correctly, to score yourself, because you are the pilot in your learning. That's why you are virtual. You are going to be controlling your every move. When you watch these videos, when you do these assignments, those things are going to essentially be up to you. And you're going to get whatever you put into this course. So if you put very little effort and you're not engaging in the material or trying to understand or just trying to look up fast, easy, quick answers, you're probably not going to get a whole lot from this. Well, I know you're not going to get a whole lot from this. But these hyperdocs will help you self-evaluate where you are, where you're going, and where you need to push yourself to be. Okay, and that is it for this presentation. I just wanted to show you that so that you know exactly how to access the material. What you'll do now is you'll go over to the calendar, you'll click on that link, and it will take you to our weekly agenda. In that weekly agenda, you have number 1, watching this Pear deck, which you've already done, and I want you to go back and look over it, watch that video, answer those questions. Then you will click on the virtual hyperdoc for yourself, and in that hyperdoc, it will give you 4 different things that you need to complete for this week, and it will be due Friday at 11:59 p.m. And once that is done, then you are done with the things for the week. And then next Monday, I will upload another one, and so forth. And I look forward to getting to know each of you in a small, tiny, virtual way. But I know that it's going to be a good year. It's going to be exciting, and I'm looking forward to all the things that you are going to be able to do behind your computer. All right, well, I hope to talk to you guys soon, and go Big O.